Earl Thomas, big man from the Seattle Seahawks, now playing with the Baltimore Ravens, got caught out there by his wife. His wife found out he was in an Airbnb with his brother and two women in the bed. They boning. How did she find out? She went into his Snapchat. So Earl, how you gonna tell on yourself? You let your own social media tell on you. Your wife found out your location. She found out what you were doing, who you were with. She just looked on Snapchat. She said, oh, he's with this woman. Went into the computer. Oh, found a location. Ran up on you. But here's how gangster his wife is. We just gonna call her Mrs. Thomas. She got played in the end, but we're gonna get to that. She went ahead and called her girl. So she had two riders. She's like, look here. My husband up at so-and-so. Earl think he's slick. We gonna go get him. And they're like, yeah, girl, we gonna get him. All three of them in the car. And they rolling up on him. Get to the Airbnb. Break up in there. Run up in there with the girls. And Mrs. Thomas got a Beretta. She gonna scare Earl Thomas. She gonna scare her husband. She took the cartridge out, left it in the house, in the car, whatever. But she didn't unload the bullet that was lodged in the chamber. So she in there with her finger on the trigger playing around. Her homegirl got a knife. And she, doing her thing with a knife like, I'd stab you. Y'all, I wish y'all would. Y'all better not move. Meanwhile, her other homegirl, I believe that's the one, she has a camera out. She got a phone out. She recording everything. Another mistake. So not only should you not went over there, you shouldn't have busted in there. You shouldn't have took the gun. Now you're recording the crime. Man, where they do that at? These are some crime of passion. Sometimes in the crime of passion, you lose your mind. I had a crime of passion one time. Yeah, I went crazy one time. This girl got up in my head. I was mad. But I had a few of them commit crimes of passion against me. I'm like, I ain't even do nothing. So she up in there, putting the gun up to him. Then he grabs her wrist. He's trying to fight off with the gun and they struggling for it. She didn't know the gun was really loaded. He assumed the gun was loaded. And while he's holding it, she's punched him in the face. Then she aims the gun at the girls. You hoes this, I got something for you hoes, or whatever they quoted her as saying. I got something for you hoes. So just imagine being butt naked, having sex in a foursome, and then somebody coming there with a gun. Man, that's not cool. And what if these were two girls that Earl Thomas just met? You know what I'm saying? Two women. He was like, oh yeah, y'all look good. What y'all trying to do tonight? Him and his brother. They just hooked up, a little double date. So here's another part that's interesting. He gets the gun from her. Then she gets the knife and she chases him. So they go outside. They're going around the car. Ring around the roses around the car. These some grown ass people in their 30s playing Ring Around the Roses. The police show up. Tell both of them to get on the ground. Then they look at the cell phone footage, either from Mrs. Thomas's homegirl or one of the women that Earl was with. They see the entire crime. Was, they see everything. All the evidence is right there. And they arrest Mrs. Thomas and both of her homegirls. All three of them had to get bailed out. But here's what makes matters worse for her. There's a protection order. She has to stay 200 feet from her own husband and the two women. Oh my goodness. So you're upset that your husband is with another woman. In this case, two women. And the brother's off to the side. So the brother, that's my boy right there, because he set this whole thing up, but he ain't tell his brother to cut off the location on his phone. Anyway, she rose up on them, mad about that. But now she has to stay away from both of them, or all three of them, which means Earl Thomas gets to do whatever he wants. So this whole thing backfired on her. Now, what if he goes back to the house and she has to stay 200 feet away from the house? That means she can't even get in her own residence. And that means he can also invite them two women back over there and his brother, and they can get freaky all in the house, and they can be boning. They can be boning. They can be boning. You got to think. See, I understand why she went over there. I understand why she grabbed the gun. I understand why she grabbed the knife. I understand why she called the homegirls. And she called two. And here's where the issue is. One of your homegirls has to be the voice of reason. Because you always got that rider friend. Oh yeah, let's do it. Or her homegirl. Yeah, let's go there. We're going to do that. I don't believe it. We're going to get them. The other one should have been like, you know what? Chill out. Let's not do this. Come on now. We about to get arrested. What if you shoot him by accident? It ain't loaded. That's not the point. What if you stab him by accident? What if everything backfires? What if he sees a gun and he gets scared and he shoots you, or one of the girls shoots you? Let's think this over with. Somebody has to be the voice of reason. Y'all better think before y'all roll up on these people. Now she got a criminal record. She might have had one before. And Russell Wilson, quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, and his lovely wife Sierra, they were at the Thomas's wedding back in I think 3 or 4 years ago. So just imagine their conversation. You know, Sierra's always online. You know, she got the kids with her and she cooking or she watching TV, chilling, dancing. You know, Sierra got the moves. She probably look on the phone like, "Bae," you know, they be saying "bae" and stuff. "Bae, oh my god, come here. I'm gonna text you a link." And she probably texted to him and she probably went and looked at him. "What's up with your friend? Oh, I can't believe that. I know she's upset. Do we need to bail her out?" And Russell's like, "Look, we ain't getting involved in that. I told him to stop being like Ray J and Denise. I told him." You know, Russell's a good guy. You got 3 types of athletes that get married. And it's similar to the regular men out here. One, it's going to be a Russell Wilson. They're going to be faithful. 2, second kind, they're going to try to be faithful. You know what I'm saying? They mean to be faithful. And then something just comes up. And then the third type, they know daggone well they not going to settle down without messing around. They know it. So here's my issue. If you are a multi-millionaire like Earl Thomas is a multi-millionaire. This video is brought to you by Rap Snacks. That's right. Cardi B's Jerk Barbecue Potato Chips. He's been to, 2 Super Bowls? Won. He has a lot of money. He didn't got the big contract. He lay people out. So, if you are a man or a woman in that position, you lay down the rules and the framework of the relationship that you want. And then you find a woman that fits. So if you're Earl Thomas or someone in his shoes, you say, "Hey, I want to be in a relationship. I want to settle down and have a kid or 2 or a family, but I want to be able to do my thing on the side without your mouth." Same with the woman. Oprah tells Stedman, not saying she said this, but if Stedman, "Look, I want to be with him, with a man in a relationship, but I'm not going to get married. And I am going to creep and do my thing on the side. But it's not creeping since I told you. I want to do my thing on the side. Are you down with that or what, Stedman?" You know what I'm saying? And you give the other person the choice. So that's what Earl should have did. All that money. Oprah's a billionaire. Oprah's like 2 or 3 times a billionaire. You can set that framework. At the same time, you can have the relationship that you want with all that money. And you will find the right person for you. Trust me. You don't have to be around here lying and having women roll up on you with guns and trying to stab you. Just tell them what the deal is. And if you got $20 million in the bank, there's going to be a woman that says, "You know what? I make $40,000 a year. I'm a school teacher. When I was a school teacher, I think I made $48,000 a year." That's big balling when you're like 23, 24 years old. And somebody who looks the way you want, is attractive the way you want a woman to be or a man to be, somebody is going to say, "You know what? I can respect that. And you are going to improve my quality of living to such a degree that I don't mind you doing your thing a little bit. As a matter of fact, do I get a chance to go out here and sleep with, can I have a special friend on the side? Can I do that? Oh, but shit, it's a deal then. Come on, let's hook up. Let's get married. You do your thing. Just don't disrespect me. Just don't bring me any diseases. And don't have me out there in front of the in the tabloids, making me look bad. So keep it on the down low, keep it discreet. Don't be the type of man that put my business in the street. Word to Phife Dawg, Tribe Called Quest. So big ups to Earl Thomas. He's out here in Baltimore now on the East Coast. So will they stay together? I don't know. But I know right now he's with the woman he got ran up on with by his wife or some other woman. And he boning, and he boning, and he boning. And his brother is probably clowning right now. Man, you should have seen your face. Oh man, I thought you were gonna do it. Why'd you leave the daggone thing on the computer? Why'd you put the location on? Why you want Snapchat with the girl? Come on, man, you gotta be better. You gotta be smarter than that, man. You got a lot on the line. Somebody gotta be the voice of reason. And no, that's not really the voice of reason, but it's the late voice of reason. It's the sneaky voice of reason, telling him how to get away with something as opposed to stopping him from doing it in the beginning. But this is nothing new. They've been doing that all along, and he knows how his brother is, and he's the same way. And they're having fun. They're enjoying themselves. 30, 31 years old, millions of dollars, fancy cars, and some of the most beautiful black women in the world. I ain't gonna bring the other ones up. So y'all let me know what y'all think about Earl Thomas getting freaky and getting caught by his wife. I appreciate you all watching. Please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate that. I'm Money Green. Talk to me. Make money, money, go shopping. Soon another video will be dropping.